Good evening, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with an evening webcast for Wednesday night into Thursday. This is going to be an evening webcast. It's also going to serve as the morning webcast tomorrow. I'm going to be out of the office first thing in the morning. So let's talk about where we are today and how it kind of looks as we set up into Globex. It's a little bit before 6 p.m. Eastern time, so Thursday Globex is not open just yet. The biggest thing about today was you see your daily mid-band here. It was tested. It was broken by a solid 10 handles. Low of the day, 69, 23, 25. One sec. All right, here's a 5-minute chart. Here's your 9:30 open. So it opens, bumps into VWAP, comes on in, is making lower lows. We get down, around noon. We chop around. This is your daily mid-band right here. Keeps coinciding, it starts to coincide with our proprietary moving average. And then over the course of the afternoon, slowly but surely, they turn that all into support. They jam it down one time at 3 o'clock, sticks, becomes support. There's a variety of comments today. A lot of Fed heads today, a lot of Greenland talk today, a lot of Iran talk today, just a lot of stuff. But ultimately, after spending a solid couple of hours potentially trying to take out the daily mid-band, the 20-day simple moving average, the delineator, as we mentioned this morning about whether we are buy dips or sell rallies, it sticks like a knife in a butcher block, and we start to grind higher. So what does it grind back above? Grinds it back above our lower level, grinds back above volume-weighted average price, grinds back above 5-minute mid-band. We've already taken out the proprietary moving average and ends up closing at 4 o'clock right underneath the 9-day and right on top of the hourly mid-band. So it comes in a little bit. They swoosh it around, flip it around. This is a 5-minute chart, and they close it right at 60. So we'll see how it opens. We'll see what it does. But in the larger picture, big opportunity for the bears to take out the 20-day on Wednesday, and they failed to do that, and that exposes them potentially for a move up to the highs over time. Hourly chart, and you can see, here we are. We're back here. How are we going to interact here? How are we going to interact with weekly pivot? What is that hourly mid-band going to do? So if you're the bears, what you're hoping for, and I hate that word, but it applies here. What you're hoping for is that this is the end of the line. Fine, you know what? We didn't take out the 20 the first time around. We never really do. It would have been great to, dump this thing and close it around 6,900. But you know what? We had to go back and retest the 9-day. We had to retest the weekly pivot. We had to retest the hourly mid-band, and we're doing that here into the close. Okay. I see you. It better be resistance. Better fail right there. So we talked a couple weeks ago about my theory on trading plans. So what's a trading plan? Well, trading plan are a series of if-then statements, like branches on a tree. If this is the end of the line, great. Sets up an opportunity to be short against weekly pivot, against the 9-day, at least back for a look at the 20. Maybe it breaks the lows, can come in. Awesome. If it's not, resistance. If this is not the end of the line, then there's a couple things. If you're still long from down below like we are, you're just going to keep letting it work, okay? If it establishes this area as support, well, like I said, there's an opportunity to get back to 7,000. There's an opportunity over time to take this out. Because as we talked about this morning, when the bears are consistently bumping their heads, or I should say banging their feet on support levels that don't crack, then over time, they want to lift and take it up over the top. It's just the way it goes. So that, where we are tomorrow relative to the 9-day and the weekly pivot, and to a lesser extent, where we are relative to the 20-day, and more importantly, intermediate to long term, where we close relative to that, is going to be huge. That's the number one thing for Thursday. All right. Everybody have a great night. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. Again, out of the office tomorrow. So this is at least in the morning I am. So this is the evening webcast, and it's a morning webcast. Watch it accordingly. Take care. Good luck Thursday. I'm back Friday.